Hi, I'm Ann Curtis with the town of Herndon, and I'm here on a lovely autumnal evening with Councilmember Grace Wolf. Councilmember Wolf, how are you this evening?
Good, how are you? It's fine to be on a Wednesday for a change. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it kind of throws you off a little bit, though, doesn't it? It's
yeah,
like,
well,
what is today? That's right. Well, let's get right to it, and I know that foremost in the minds of many people who travel around town is what is going on with the roads and how can we get more information?
Well, the great thing about fall is we do a lot of maintenance in the fall, and DPW, our Department of Public Works, has been really busy. We've got 4 road improvement projects in the town that people should be aware of. First and foremost, Park Avenue. Down close to town, we're going to be doing some water main improvements. So I noticed that Park Avenue from Monroe Street to Drainesville Road, that little uphill stretch, that road is going to be closed off and on during the day between 7:30 a.m. and possibly 4:30 p.m. Mondays through Fridays, as they need to close the road to dig up the water main, improve it, and then patch the road back up and repave it. And that's going to continue through mid-December. In fact, tonight coming down, that stretch of road was still closed as the guys were packing up. Also on Drainesville Road, if you're heading up north of town, from Bennett Street to Park Avenue and to Tyler Street, we're going to start work on some Drainesville Road improvements there starting pretty much next week, and it'll go on periodically throughout the winter, depending on the weather throughout till the spring. And also the Park and Monroe intersection itself on the north end of town, the final designs are planned for this fall, and you'll see some activity in that intersection, which is great because I live on Monroe, so I'll be seeing a lot of that activity firsthand.
Sure.
Also, at a different section of town, Nash Street subdivision, we're starting some stormwater drainage and gas main improvements. So Spring Street between Locust and Nash are going to be closed from periodically between 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. and that's going to continue through the end of this month and possibly a little bit into next month, and then they're going to repave it, so that's going to be really nicely improved. So expect some traffic delays, expect some detours. If you're going through some of these intersections, plan a few extra minutes, and if you want to take a look, you can get details on the website that'll tell you where the closures are going to be, or you can always contact DPW at 703-435-6853 or public.works@herndon-va.gov.
Good. Great. And I know DPW has been, particularly with all of this going on, they're really working hard to make sure that the website is up to date, so that is a great resource for people.
It is.
Let's talk about some of the other autumnal things that are upcoming. Columbus Day holiday, I know, impacts town services.
It does, and that's coming up fast. For me, October seems like so far away, and it's really next week, and Columbus Day is Monday, October 8th, and town offices will be closed that day. The refuse that's normally collected on Mondays will be collected on Tuesday. Now, of course, the golf course never seems to close for any reason whatsoever, so they're going to be open 7 a.m. to dusk. It's going to be a great day to play golf because the weather looks to be fabulous. The Herndon Community Center, also a great day to take advantage of being off. It's going to be open from 6 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. And also on that day, on October 6th and 7th, we have swim classes, group exercise. Well, the swim classes and the group exercise and gymnastic classes are going to be canceled due to a really big swim meet, the Harvest Moon swim meet that's going to be held there. So during that week, October 6th, 7th, and 8th, kind of check with your instructor if you're enrolled in a class at the community center. But that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. It brings a lot of people. Parking's a little bit of a challenge that weekend, but that goes with the territory. And then also, one of our favorite events here in the town that really makes us feel like a town is the Herndon Homecoming Parade.
It is. It's a great tradition, and that whole week is a wonderful week. It's going to be Arts Week, and we start off with Columbus Day, and I'll talk a little bit more about Arts Week events that week. But we really cap the week off with my favorite event, which is the Homecoming Parade on Saturday, October 13th. The parade starts at 9:30 in the morning along Eldon Street, and it starts at Sterling Road. It's where we all line up. So if you want to see all the folks lining up, go to that end of town. Well, the parade rolls down Eldon Street, and it finishes up at Lynn, where the judging pavilion is going to be. And the lineup's going to be great. It's going to be the mayor and town council. We'll have floats from all of the Herndon High School classes, 2013 through 2016, the Pride of Herndon Marching Band, and police, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, lots of neat floats this year is my understanding. And that'll wrap up mid-morning. We have our homecoming football game at 1 o'clock, and Herndon High School, of course, has their homecoming dance that evening at 8:30. So it's a great time to be in Herndon that weekend.
It is a wonderful weekend, and I will say I have a senior and a freshman at the high school, and the theme this year is childhood nostalgia. So the floats are
that's going to be great. So I'm sure your two are busy working on their floats, and I'm sure it's top secret as always.
Absolutely.
Great,
yes, it is,
great.
even from each other. And then let's talk about the fall cleanup, which is another favorite here in Herndon, one of the great services that the town provides.
It is, and it's really great that we're able to preserve that in our budget. The fall cleanup this year is going to be October 15th through 19th on your trash day, and you can place your items at the curb by 7 in the morning. Please don't put them out, much earlier than 24 hours, maybe, bedtime the night before. You can put out, big stuff, things that have been in your garage or in your basement and that your spouse doesn't need to know about necessarily, that are going out to the curb, but things like appliances and furniture. A limited amount of building material and auto materials are accepted. There are a number of things that aren't going to be accepted, like household hazardous waste and whatnot. So there's a list of things that are acceptable to put out and not acceptable to put out on the town's website. So go and take a look. It's a great time to clean out the garage and do a little fall cleaning before the weather turns inclement. And again, you can contact DPW 703-435-6853 or public.works@herndonva.gov, or consult the town's website, and there's a really good list of things. And I always try and pile up all my stuff like this week and next week and try and remember to get everything out to the curb.
Remember to get it to the curb. That's the challenge.
It is.
Otherwise you got a pile that needs to wait till spring. So, well, that's great information. As Councilmember Wolf said, it's all on the town's website at herndon-va.gov. If you haven't signed up for News You Can Use, which is our e-newsletter in which we push all this information right out to your phone or your desktop, please do sign up on the homepage of the town's website and look for us on Facebook and Twitter as well. Councilmember Wolf, thank you so much.
Looking forward to the fall.